Hi and welcome to the Forest of Arden. My name is Chris Ryan and I'm with Alistair Davies today, and we're filming a series of videos on how you can save PUTT. Now this is the last in the series, so if you haven't seen any of the other videos, head over to Alistair's channel where some of them are there, and some of the others are on my channel, so have a look on my channel for those videos. So the series is really trying to get you into a position on the golf course where you can miss a green or miss a fairway and it's not going to cost you a double or triple bogey. You can hopefully save PUTT or at worst make a bogey. And I think we've done 8 videos in total.
Yep.
So covering different scenarios, chipping, bunkers, sort of missed fairways, that kind of thing. So the last video is all about making those all important 8-footers.
Yep.
Okay. So a lot of the shots that we've gone through in this series are going to hopefully enable you to get that ball to within about 10 feet. That's not job done then, is it?
No, obviously the putting's where the score's made or lost.
We've got to make these putts. So we're going to go through a couple of things that you can do when you're inside of 10 feet, which are going to hopefully help you hit a few of those more putts so that they drop in the hole. So we're going to talk about not so much technique in this video, a little bit more about how you approach the putt and some of the things that you can do in your routine that are going to help you. So really, start direction is key.
Yeah. If you get the face not aimed at the hole from this kind of range, you know, 1 degree out, you miss the hole from 9 feet.
Exactly.
So we've got to get the start direction and the club face pointing where we want it to in these putts is critical.
Exactly. So when we're 30, 40, 50 feet away, distance control becomes quite important. When we're this distance, hopefully, many of you will find that the distance control is a little bit easier, therefore the start direction becomes of premium importance. If we can get the start direction correct, there's a much better chance of holding it. So, what do we tend to see quite a lot of? Well, we all know what the outcome should be and what we'd like it to be, and often we can think a little bit too much about the hole, about making the putts, about what happens if it misses, and we'll often see golfers adopt maybe a pretty good starting position, but then they get a little bit eager in looking at the result, the body moves too much, and that can cause the putter to align itself differently at impact and we can miss. So we're going to give you a little tip which helped Rory McIlroy.
Yes.
And helped him win, was it the PGA or the US Open?
It was just before the US Open, I believe, yeah. The kind of story goes that he had a lot of work done in his technique and got his stroke looking really, really good, doing some work with Dr. Paul Hurrian. Yeah. And then he found that then in order to make that perform and transfer that to the golf course, he came up with a very simple concept, which is simply picking a spot in front of the ball and try to roll the ball over that spot. So he kind of maintained his good technical stuff he'd done with Paul, and then had a nice simple concept he could take to the golf course without thinking technical, which is kind of what we want you to do.
Absolutely, yeah. We don't want to think technically about the stroke, but it's nice to have that little focus point, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what he did is he picked a spot that was on the green, just in front of the ball, that he wanted to roll that ball over. So obviously before that he would have had to have read the putt and picked the break and chosen his line. What I would encourage you to do is use a line on your golf ball and set that at the line that you wish to start the golf ball. So I've done that here with my golf ball, but then from behind I'm actually picking a spot that I want that ball to roll over, which is just about here. So I'm looking at about a point which is just under a foot, and then when I actually walk in and hit this putt, my main focus is really to roll the ball over that spot. And that's really as simple as you want to keep it. Now we have got another little addition to this little drill, and this is going to be something I want you to do in practice. Underneath my ball, I've got a coin. Now when I put that coin down, I put the ball on top, I didn't look at which way up that coin was. So what I'm going to do when I hit this putt, and this is more for practice, is I would like you to feel like you hit the putt and then call to yourself whether that's heads or tails before you look at where that ball's going. So what this does is it keeps us down a little bit better, doesn't it? It stops any of that early body movement which can affect the face angle.
Yes, definitely.
And certainly we can miss a few putts if we do that. So we've got something which is helping your focus point, and we've got something which is going to help you hopefully a little bit more just keep that stroke nice and smooth without looking too early. So let me have a go. So we've got about 8 feet. We reckon this is maybe just inside left?
Yeah, it's left half, I'd say, okay. Yeah.
So I've got my little spot in front of the ball. I've got my coin. I'm going to walk in. And at the moment, I don't tend to take any practice strokes, so I'm going to go straight in and see if we can hit this putt. Okay, and that's heads. And that ball's just crept in. So that really helped me stay down over the ball. I certainly rolled that ball over the spot I was after, and that's hopefully why that went in. And that wasn't an easy putt, was it?
No, it's a
downhill off the left.
It's tricky putt.
So if you are going to try and get up and down a little bit more often, save those pars, it really does come into 2 areas. First of all, playing the shot a little bit better and getting that ball hopefully into a place or a situation where you can hold the putt.
Yep.
But then really we need to take advantage of that and make sure you hold a good number of these putts. Okay, statistics tell us you're not going to hold everyone.
No.
Not even the best in the world. but if you can hold a few more, that's definitely going to give you some lower scores.
Yeah, and in reflection, you can always look at if you can't start the ball on the right lines, if it doesn't go over your spot, then you know you might need to work on your alignment or your stroke itself. But if you're hitting the ball over your spot each time, you know your stroke's good.
Exactly.
You know, in the reflection would just be then you've either misread it or you've hit it the wrong pace, because there's no other reason why the ball could be missing. So starting on the right line is key.
Exactly. So that was the last in the series. The other video, as I say, preceded that, which are going to hopefully help you get to this position a little bit easier. And then that video there will hopefully help you convert more of those chances. So thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to Alice's channel or my channel, then please do so. There's a link in the description down below, and there's also a like button and a comments box down below. So please click and like the video if you did, and also let us know how you thought the series went. If there's any more videos you'd like us to do, then let us know in that comments box. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.